Hey, welcome to Beyond the Box, where we rank everything from black holes to bad jokes, and maybe even your weirdest Google searches. If it can be put in a list, we've probably already done it or will next week.
Nice.
Jaguar Wright shows up at Diddy's trial. What does her presence mean? Remember 6 or 7 years ago when Jaguar Wright boldly accused Diddy of misconduct? At the time, many dismissed her claims as baseless. But today, she is standing in the courtroom, witnessing this highly controversial trial unfold. Does this mean her past allegations are about to be revisited? Jaguar Wright, once a prominent figure in the music industry, is now an active voice on social media. She is not just sharing daily content on her YouTube channel, The Jaguar Wright Effect, but she recently launched a new channel, The Jaguar Wright Show. It is rumored that she will be covering this trial in depth. Are you curious to hear her take on it? As for the trial itself, the jury selection process is still underway, and the final 12 jurors along with 6 alternates have yet to be confirmed. The case is already gripping the public's attention, but Jaguar's presence adds another layer of intrigue. Will her testimony play a key role, or is she simply there as an observer? This moment feels like a full circle for Jaguar Wright. Her claims from years ago were largely ignored, but now she is here, front and center, as the trial progresses. Today's courtroom drama was nothing short of shocking. The tension was so heavy that even Diddy's daughters had to leave the room. What could have caused such a reaction? The first witness, Israel Flores, a former hotel security guard, testified that he saw Diddy dragging Cassie by her hair down a hallway and into a hotel room. He described Diddy as possessed. The shocking part? Surveillance footage allegedly supports his account, giving his testimony undeniable weight. The second witness, male escort Daniel Phillips, revealed disturbing details. He testified that Diddy paid him thousands of dollars to engage in intimate acts with Cassie while he watched. Phillips described Diddy as aggressive and violent, recalling one incident where he threw a bottle at Cassie and attacked her again. The situation became so unsettling that Phillips eventually refused to work with him. Prosecutors are working to show this is part of a larger pattern of abuse, manipulation, and control. They've seized over 100 devices from Diddy's homes, including phones, hard drives, and computers. Investigators say it will take weeks to comb through all the data, which could reveal even more shocking details. Now, all eyes are on Cassie. Will she testify and provide the clarity everyone is waiting for, or will the case take another unexpected turn? What if I told you there is new footage that could completely change how we view the incident between Diddy and Cassie? TMZ has just released the full hotel video, and the details are more shocking than anyone expected. Let's focus on the man in the suit and tie seen closely following Diddy in the footage. His name is Israel Flores, and he recently testified in Diddy's trial. Why was he present during this tense moment? And what role did he play in the events that followed? The aftermath tells a chaotic story. One image shows an area of the hotel completely destroyed, with shards of glass scattered everywhere. This was reportedly caused by Sean Diddy Combs throwing a vase at Cassie. Another photo reveals more damage in a different part of the hotel. A broken object is visible, but its exact purpose or origin remains unclear. What does this mean for the case? The jury has already reviewed this footage as part of the trial, but how will these visuals influence the outcome? What impact will this have on Diddy's defense? TMZ has made the unedited footage available in their bio for those who want to see it. But the bigger question is, do these images tell the whole story? Or is there more we are yet to uncover? Day 4 of the Diddy trials. Shocking revelations shake the courtroom. Is Cassie's testimony more dramatic than a Hollywood thriller? Day 4 of the Diddy trials delivered bombshell revelations. Cassie returned to the stand, and her testimony had the courtroom hanging on every word. Diddy's attorney, Esteval, wasted no time, launching an intense cross-examination. Cassie admitted to doing drugs with Diddy, calling them high partners, and referenced an unusual activity called the eyeball game, which left everyone puzzled. Her description of their life together was deeply unsettling. Cassie also spoke of physical abuse, recalling a time she woke up in a hospital with no memory of what had happened, her senses of taste and smell completely gone. She revealed scars from heated baby oil incidents during arguments and described feeling trapped in a toxic relationship. An emotional moment came when Cassie confessed to an affair with Kid Cudi. She claimed Diddy never let it go, constantly reminding her of the betrayal. His obsession with loyalty extended to accusing her of secret relationships with others, including Michael B. Jordan. Cassie even alleged that Diddy's paranoia led him to suspect his staff of helping her meet other men. The courtroom was stunned when Cassie accused Diddy of being infatuated with Beyoncé, saying he wished she were Beyoncé instead. This revelation left the room buzzing with speculation about Diddy's true intentions. Day 6 of the trial, and today's testimony has unveiled even more shocking truths. Carrie Morgan, Cassie's former best friend, continued her testimony. It's a story of their once unbreakable 17-year bond and how it all came to a heartbreaking end in 2018, all tied to Diddy's control, violence, and looming shadow. Can you imagine? Carrie testified that Cassie changed completely after she started dating Diddy. The once confident, vibrant woman she knew disappeared. In court, Carrie described Diddy's extreme jealousy and need for control, calling Cassie over 50 times in a row, questioning her appearance, and micromanaging every aspect of her life, from her career to her apartment. But his control didn't stop at phone calls. Carrie shared accounts of at least 3 instances of severe domestic violence she witnessed firsthand. In a Hollywood Hills mansion, she said she overheard Diddy and Cassie arguing from the foyer. Suddenly, she saw Diddy physically assaulting Cassie, pushing, punching, and kicking her, while his security guard refused to intervene. The incident in Jamaica was even more harrowing. Carrie described how Diddy dragged Cassie out of a bathroom by her hair and slammed her to the ground. Cassie's head hit a brick so hard she collapsed. Later, Cassie fled barefoot into the woods, and both Diddy and Carrie went searching for her on golf carts. Carrie eventually found Cassie, and the two hid in a ditch for hours.
The government calls Regina Ventura. Where do you live?
New London, Connecticut.
How many children do you have?
2, Roderick and Cassandra.
Who is this?
Sean Combs. He dated my daughter.
When did you meet Sean Combs?
2006. My daughter signed with his Bad Boy Records. He was her boss. Then they started dating. They moved to LA.
Read this message from December 2011.
Cassandra wrote to me. She said Sean Combs threatened to release a tape and go after her and Mr. Cudi.
How did you react?
It made me sick. Sean Combs demanded $20,000. He said, to recoup losses due to Mr. Cudi from my husband and myself.
Why did you take a loan to pay Sean Combs?
For the safety of my daughter.
Look in the binder next to you.
These are the photos I took of my daughter's bruises from Sean Combs.
Do you know Mia?
She was an employee of Sean Combs.
What happened?
We were in his kitchen, laughing. Sean asked her why she was laughing. She stopped and looked plain.
Now to August 2016, we're done with the binder. While in LA, did you call the police?
Yes, Sean Combs stole Cassandra's phone. They had a bitter argument outside her apartment building. She lived on the 17th floor. They argued at the roundabout.
Who else was there?
D-Rock.
Is Damian Butler his government name?
He was standing between us. I tried to hit him. Sean Combs took Cassandra's car, a Jaguar.
No further questions.
After this, the judge asked the defense if they wanted to cross-exam, but they said no. And that was Diddy's ex-assistant's testimony and Cassie's mom's testimony.
Diddy trial day 8. A psychologist takes the stand not to talk about Cassie specifically, but to explain why so many abuse victims stay in toxic relationships. She breaks down something called a trauma bond, that intense emotional connection formed through cycles of love, fear, control, and affection. Abusers often use what's called the honeymoon phase, showering victims with gifts, attention, and apologies after an abusive episode. That roller coaster keeps victims may feel trapped financially, emotionally, or even physically, especially when abusers control things like housing, money, or transportation. Psychological abuse is just as damaging. Think threats, manipulation, surveillance, and isolation. Even the fear of abuse returning can keep someone from leaving. Sexual assault adds another layer: shame, humiliation, and the fear of not being believed, especially if the abuser is powerful or famous. Many victims try to minimize what happened, convincing themselves it wasn't that bad, or blaming it on a bad day. Sound familiar? Cassie's former friend said she downplayed Diddy's actions, exactly what this expert described. Some turned to substances to cope. And get this, the defense tried to imply Cassie used drugs away from Diddy. But the expert says substance use is often a trauma response before seeing the abuser again, not proof of lying. Diddy trial day 9 begins with George Kaplan, Diddy former assistant, back on the stand. Remember that yesterday, Judge gave Kaplan immunity to testify. Yesterday, his testimony included buying drugs for Diddy and Co. Here's the play-by-play of his current testimony. Kaplan begins by testifying to picking up cash on many occasions for Combs. $50K here, $10K there. Next, he testifies he was Diddy's assistant during 3 relationships. 1, Kim Porter, died of pneumonia, mother of Diddy's kids. 2, Cassie Ventura. 3, Gina Hoyne, another girlfriend. Big. He testifies to hearing glass break on the private jet. Diddy comes to him and asks him to buy cream to cover up bruising on Cassie's face. He says he used the corporate credit to pay for it. He decided to leave Combs Enterprises after feeling he couldn't cover up anymore. I will post more updates soon. Just follow me and turn on notifications. They thought Britney was just another star, but Diddy played a role that left deep scars. She's telling her truth, no more disguise. A story of power, pain, and surprise. Britney Spears took the stand strong, clear, and free. She shared what really went down in 2007, the night before the VMAs. A party, a drink, a fall from grace. But it wasn't just luck or bad timing. She claims she was set up. Diddy there the whole time, smiling like he knew. That night led to a performance gone wrong, and headlines that made her feel wronged. What followed? Control. Cameras. Confinement. She says she lost 14 years, her life redefined. People she didn't choose were put in charge, and Diddy's name keeps coming up large. Now she's breaking silence, lifting the veil. No more editing her truth or going